But first, we're going to meet Flossie, who found fame in her 80s by making cakes and jam.
Well, I am Flossie Squires, and I live at Barnicott in Stow, and I've been here 52 years. Well, we came here from Umberley Barton. We were working for Mr. Andrew, and then we heard about this place was up for renting, and George wanted a place of his own, and they let us have it if I promised that I would always stay with my brother. So I said yes. I said if ever I got married, he'd either give it up or else I'd come here and live with him. We had to really work hard because we didn't have very much when we came here. We started off with one cow, and we used to push the milk down on a bicycle, tie the churns on a bicycle down to the bottom of the hill. And then we had a couple of pigs, and I'd done quite a lot of poultry. We used to have geese and turkeys and chicken. But I used to keep 100 chicken then for eggs, and then some chicken for killing for table. So we'd done very well. When he died, everyone said, you should go into a warden control place. And I said, no, I'm not ready to go there. So I prayed to the Lord, and I said, please, Lord, if you want me to move from here, find me somewhere to go. If you want me to stay, find me some help. And I've had so much help that I'm sure he wanted me to stay. So that's why I'm still here. Hello, Dave. How's the eggs getting situation?
We got 17 a day, Floss.
Oh, that's wonderful.
There's still a couple in there chirping away.
Yeah, well, they will lay a few more later on. Well, it's better put them in on the tray then, haven't we?
Yeah.
Are you going to come in then?
Yes.
I've got a little present for you in here.
I'll bet I know what it is.
Well, I guess you will.
Well, I've known her about 5 or 6 years now because I used to be the postman up here.
I made you a little apple pie.
Oh, my favourite. Now I'll have to buy some cream.
Oh, dear.
I ain't supposed
Well,
to
I
eat
got
cream.
a little bit, but it's out of date. You can take that if you like.
Oh, thank you very much. I had to take early retirement because I had a very serious illness. And I started coming in here for a bit of therapy. And it really worked. I come out 3 or 4 times a week now. It just gets me out of the house. And I love it out here. I really do.
Derek rang me up one morning and he said, Flossie, he said, I want a favour done. And I said, what's that? I said, I'll do it if I can. He said, well, I want to buy a camper van. But he said, I don't want to buy it if I haven't got nowhere to keep it. So he said, have you got a shed I can have? So I said, yes, there's a shed out there. So he brought it out and kept it in the shed there. And then he started coming out doing jobs for me. Well, when he sold his camper van, he still comes out once a week.
She's a very kind person, good to everybody, really. Everybody that comes to the door, the postman, the dustman, she always gives them half a dozen eggs or cakes or something, or a cup of tea. Anybody that comes to the door, she gives them something. And she's always cooking.
Always cooking.
Yeah, cooking old.
Yeah.
I love cooking, yes. I always say that if I feel a bit browned off or fed up, I do a bit of cooking and I feel better then. My great-nephew, Anthony, he said, Auntie Flossie, he said, will you make some jam for a friend of mine? And I said, what does she want me to make jam for? He said, well, she'd like you to make some gooseberries jam for her, and she'd like to come and take your photo while you're making it. So I said, well, I'm no professional at making jam. How does she know I can make jam? And he said, oh, she's tasted your marrow jam, he said, at our place. So he said, she wants to do it, he said, for a magazine. And I made the jam, and I made a gooseberry foal and a gooseberry chutney, and she rang me, and she said the editor was so pleased with what you did, and he wants to know if you'll do 5 more features. My neighbours and all the people down at the church and everyone that knows me was saying, Flossie, what have I heard about you in the Waitrose? I suppose you won't speak to us now. And I said, no, I shall be just the same. I'm still the same old Flossie. I shall never alter. I definitely want to stay here. Well, I don't mind if I'm taken out in the box and I don't know I'm gone, but I want to stay here as long as I can. I've been so well blessed. But I tell everyone, I've got so many blessings, I want to share them. And I do. I want to share them with everyone. But I mean, as I said, I love everybody, you know, and everybody seems to love me. So I got nothing to worry about, have I? I think if everybody was so happy and contented as me, there wouldn't be much trouble in the world.